Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests of honor, and members of the committee, and delegates, students, faculty, and everybody. It's a great pleasure for me to be here with all of you, among all the dignitaries here on the stage. Please excuse me for my voice. This is the third year we are doing the international conference in India. And as the comments I'm hearing, it gets better and better. And it's not because of any one individual, but because of the team that we have here, and because of the audience that you have here, and the students especially. The strength of my conferences that I do here is coming from the student population. I think that is the strength of the country as well, as I see it, because India is one of the youngest countries, as you can see. I was talking to a few people, according to the information that we have, the burden of the old people on the planet is the least on Indian continent, Indian subcontinent, in the next 20-25 years. That's a good news. They have hope. We are a country of hope. So in a country of hope, why there is a higher incidence of cancers? In a country where we are more educated, more and more educated people are there, the world capital of intellectual presence and strength, why the incidence of cancer is there. So we are knowledgeable, but we are not acting on the knowledge. We are very informed, but we are not acting upon the information we have, especially on the cancer prevention. Why we have certain agents that are harmful and are not harmful. I'm going to run through a few thoughts from my side, and then give the microphone to the other dignitaries. The reason why we don't have a powerful cancer prevention setup in this country, probably in my opinion, is there is a difference in the policy and the economics on one hand. On the other hand, there is a different plane on the what I described here as the products and fears. For example, if you go to a supermarket and they're buying a shampoo, you know what it is containing, and you know what are the carcinogenic components in it. People who smoke, they know what are the carcinogenic elements in the cigarette, but they don't learn from the fact that they are carcinogenic and could lead to cancer, right? Therefore, on the one side, we have products and fears. On the other hand, we have a policy of facts and financial gains. The point that I'm making here is that tobacco eradication program in this country is coming of age now after long-term effort from academicians like here that we are having. I was reading a report a couple of days ago in an Indian newspaper that among the children in the teenagers in the age group of 13 to 15 in this country, about 14% use tobacco. It's really, really unfortunate. About 14% of the students in the age group of 13 to 15 use tobacco product. And the general population, the use of tobacco in India is going up by 4 to 6%, whereas in the Western countries, because of awareness, it's coming down by 6%. So what we are doing is that we are increasing the propensity for the population to have incidence of cancer by not changing their lifestyles, by not disseminating the information to them in the right way. Therefore, they are not taking the message seriously. Therefore, there is a gap in the dissemination of message and action that can be taken. So, also, I think someone was mentioning, I think Dr. Rad was mentioning this here. We offer to our gods the products that we love the most, like a pan, and of course, I don't think tobacco we still offer, but pan and other products that we talk, betel nuts, etc. So there is one side of the cultural aspects that are the impediments for the progress in cancer prevention efforts in our thing. So I think there are 4 pillars of hope for cancer prevention and eradication program. I call them research, the awareness, and the cure, and the education. So what we are doing here in the past 3 years, and today especially, is addressing the issue, addressing one of the pillars, that is fortifying the pillar of research and awareness and education. I'm not getting into the cure part because that should not be even there. I'm not trying to put my fellow friends, surgeons and oncologists out of business, but in the 21st century, the real job of a doctor is going to be different, or should be different. They should be the advisors, and they should be the ambassadors of prevention, rather than prescription fillers. I think that is the hope that we should go with, and fortify all the 4 pillars. And how do we do it? By scientific conferences like this, a few people like us get more and more educated. We know what's happening in the laboratories. But how do I bring this knowledge to the street level, to the community level? That's why I envisioned a program called Community Health and Science Education, because we need to bring science and health education to the community by innovative programs. That way they believe the science, they believe in the health research that is going on in the laboratories. And last but not the least, the vision that we have together from our international organizing committee for the Carcinogens Foundation is to have a Center for Advanced Research on Cancer Incidence. The reason why I said Center for Advanced Research we need to do is, like we are having discussions this morning, and Dr. Rao was talking about, there is a huge gap between basic scientists and clinical scientists in this country, as opposed to the Western countries. So if we need to make more progress, obviously there needs to be a bridge between basic sciences and clinical sciences led by the clinicians and basic science researchers. And with that in hope, we are trying to form a branch or a similar foundation like Carcinogens Foundation in India, and Dr. Gopinath is going to talk more about it, his vision for that. And with that, I truly appreciate you all coming and making this a grand success. I hope you will enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the whole entire program this morning to this evening. I did enjoy. As I said, this is truly a team effort led by several people like Dr. Sood, Dr. Doval primarily, because they did tremendous amount of work in putting together an event like this, a hall like this, and it's a day and night. Once again, I thank all of them, and Dr. Chintamani will be speaking to you on his efforts for this conference and his vision as well. And thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the 2 days.